The list would probably be much shorter of what I can tell you about this wonderful woman right here. Because what have she not done on this universal plane to assist us in growing and touching the hem of our divinity? Our Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor is a world-renowned author. She's traveled the world, this globe, teaching and doing workshops and helping people to see their divine selves. And she came to bless us, feed us today with her presence. So please enjoy, and without further ado, let us welcome our Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor.
Thank you, Reverend Lisa. Testimony time. Wow. Well, 2 weeks ago, I was trying to get home from New York, and I had a connecting flight. And the airline pilot says, well, you're not going to make your connecting flight. We're sorry. But if you want to try, you can try. I pushed my way through, ran from Terminal A to Terminal C, injured my knee, and as I was going to C-19, which was the last gate, the last one, people were coming back. No need to go, the doors are closed, they're not gonna let you on. And I kept going. And I talked to the customer service lady and I said, the plane is sitting right there, why can't I get on? Nope, that's the rules, you can't get on, they're about to take off. I said, doesn't make any sense. I made it to the gate, I'm huffing and puffing, let me on that plane. Nope, you can't get on, the rules say you can't get on, it's done. I stood there at the window and I said, okay, that's your reality. And I stood there patiently and professionally and calm. Everybody was hollering and cussing her out, and I said, there's gotta be a way I can get on that plane. No, honey, the tower says we cannot allow anyone on the plane now. I said, well, I have a tower that I'm gonna consult with. Come on. And eventually, after about 15 minutes, she let me on the plane. When you have a destination, when you have an assignment, someplace you want to go, don't let anybody tell you you can't make it.
That's right, that's right.
You have to know the spiritual authority that you have. There will be people that tell you to turn around, stop it, what are you doing, who do you think you are? That's just what they do. You have to operate in your own spiritual authority. And so today, my assignment is to talk about, Reverend Lisa gave me this topic. It's not on?
Can you all hear back there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry guys, where's her mic placement? Because I can't barely hear you.
Okay.
It's on the side.
Do you want to check it, Deja?
See if it's great. Put it right here.
Oh, it's under her hair.
Oh, okay. Oh, place it.
Ideally, we want it in the front.
Okay. Okay. Can you all hear me now? All right. So Reverend Lisa gave me an assignment to talk about assignment. And I know many of you are saying, wow, wait a minute, I got enough assignments already. I got to remember my passwords. I got to drink enough water. I got to eat my protein. I got to stretch my knees. I got to manage my temper. I got to have boundaries from toxic people. I got to keep my phone charged. I got to remember where I put my glasses. I got enough assignments. I got to pray through my storms. I got to meditate and do my affirmations. I got to count my calories and watch my blood pressure and my blood sugar. I got to take vitamins I can't even pronounce. I got to pay my bills on time. I got to keep my credit score all right. I got to keep expensive gas in my car. I got to stop doom scrolling on the internet, and I got to answer texts without getting emotionally exhausted. I got to keep my peace in the midst of all these politics. I got to act spiritually mature when a customer service person puts me on hold for 45 minutes. And now I'm supposed to decide what is my divine assignment. Lord help us. Let's take a breath. A divine assignment is not always something mystical. I read the book like many of you did, Purpose Driven. Made a lot of us feel like, oh, wait a minute, I don't have a purpose. Who's driving my car? Maybe sometimes the assignment is just learning to have peace. Maybe the assignment is learning forgiveness or learning how to stop overreacting to everything. Maybe it's learning how to just rest without feeling guilt. I call it an appetizer. Maybe your purpose and assignment is just to heal after that disappointment. Maybe it's learning to tell the truth about what you really feel. Maybe your assignment is learning how to become your true self. Maybe it's not always about getting more, it's about becoming more. And let me tell you, you're not alone. Because I discovered my divine assignment and I had to figure out which one of me was running the show. We've always heard know thyself. And I teach no, it's know thyself. We're complicated. We've got layers. And I want to ask the question, how much of your life has been shaped by your true self, your survival self, your people-pleasing self? How much of you has been shaped by fear or religion or guilt or family expectations or just the need to prove your worth? Who did you have to become to survive? Who did you have to become to survive? How many of you have spent years, hear me now, spent years taking care of everybody else before learning how to truly take care of yourself? That could be your assignment. What part of you was neglected while you were busy surviving, raising children, building a career or business or caregiving or grieving or just trying to hold your life together? What if your purpose in this season is not about proving yourself, but finally becoming yourself? At 75, I realized so many versions of me have got to go. So many versions of me try to survive and prove that I was worthy and prove that I'm loving and prove that I'm a good person. It's not know yourself. It's know yourselves, your wounded self, your ambitious self, your fearful self, your creative self, your people pleaser, your wise self, your exhausted self, your spiritual self, the inner child, the resilient self, the hidden self, the self that performs, and the self that wants peace more than applause. Many people are confused about their divine assignment because different parts of them are fighting for the steering wheel. One part of you wants safety. One part wants freedom. One of you wants approval. One part of you wants authenticity. And one of you wants to stay small. And another is whispering, there's more to you. How many of you heard that whisper? There's more. There's got to be more. Which version of yourself has been running your life lately? What part of you needs compassion instead of condemnation? Yeah, life can be hard sometimes. We hear about car accidents out of the blue, cancer out of the blue, a layoff out of the blue, gas prices going skyrocketed out of the blue. People will disappoint you. Things will hurt you. And still, your life has meaning. I'm talking to somebody today. Your life still has meaning. What if your purpose is not missing, it's just buried underneath exhaustion and fear and comparison and caregiving and the survival mode and that old pain, that story you keep telling yourself? That wounded self that won't stop talking about abandonment, won't stop talking about the rape, won't stop talking about the alcoholism, won't stop talking about the parent that didn't love you, won't stop talking about the job that didn't give you your fair amount of money. Which version of yourself has been making the most of your decisions lately? Is it your fearful self? Is it your wounded self? Is it your exhausted self or your peaceful self? Let me tell you what life has taught me after heartbreak, after loss, after mistakes, after healing and after grace. I find that a lot of people panic because they think purpose is just getting one more title, one more degree, one more gift, one more answer. But human beings, we are layered. We have contradictions inside of us. We have healing, we have growing to do, we have grieving to do, and evolving to do. Yes, we got a lot of assignments. And even though one part of you wants to play small and one part of you wants to, have applause, how many of you have ever said, I want to be invited, and as soon as you get invited, you want to go home? That's your contradiction self. That's your contradiction self. Some of you have so many selves inside of you. One self wants to meditate, and the other wants to go get some margaritas and some revenge. Some of us have multiple personalities. And they're arguing inside of us before breakfast. And one self says, we're going to have some green juice. And the other says, let's get the waffles and the bacon on us. We say we want growth until growth starts asking us to apologize, to set boundaries, to exercise, to forgive people, to drink water, to stop procrastinating. Before I discovered my divine assignment, I had to figure out which version of me was running the show. I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, I'm a wife of 56 years. I have a 9-year-old grandson that brings me life. I've authored probably 10 or 12 books. I've traveled. I'm a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a creator. I do so much, and all those layers and all of those versions of me sometimes can't decide which one's gonna run the show today. Can anybody relate to what I'm saying? So, is the version of you that protected you for so many years, is it still helping you? What part of you got so neglected while you were busy surviving? You were busy raising children. You were busy building your character. We have so many layers. And some people think that our divine assignment is global. We think maybe it's political. We think maybe it's local. We think maybe it should be profitable. We think it should be impressive, or it should be attached to applause. Every time I hear someone introduce me, I'm like, who are they talking about? I don't even remember all those people that have been to Brazil and Jamaica and Africa and Norway and all the islands. Who was that girl? Because our seasons change. Yes. And your season will determine what your assignment is. Right now, sitting on the floor with my 9-year-old grandson is my assignment. Taking him to the carnival Friday was my assignment. To be present, because when you are a parent, a young parent, you're so busy trying to live and make money, you don't realize how time moves so quickly. But as an elder, as a grandparent, you realize that everything you say can shape someone's life. Not necessarily a grandparent, it could be your coworker, your lover, your friend, your mom, anybody. Anything you say has power. And it can impact people's lives. Maybe that's your assignment, to realize how powerful you are. An assignment could be a role that you're playing. What role are you playing right now in the family, in the community, in this church? When I hear about all the things you're doing, you all have different roles to keep this church vibrant and to keep it activated. Maybe that's your role. Every time I hear Janetta sing, I gotta stand where she's standing. The oil is dripping, that anointing is dripping off of this sister. But that's not my role. That's not my assignment. And sometimes when we know what our role is, it's difficult to stand in it, because sometimes we don't even see who we are. So we self-sabotage. So we run. So we diminish ours. What, this old dress? Oh, really? You think I can sing good? No. Know who you are. The many selves. There's so many parts of you. a child, a coworker, a friend may never forget what you said to them. And maybe that was your role. Maybe Reverend Lisa or Reverend Gerald said something standing right here, and it shifted your whole life. It changed your perspective, and that was their role. Don't get it twisted. A divine assignment is not going to be something glorious. Let me tell you, people that win all types of awards, Emily, I don't even know where it is. Because that's not who I am.
That's right.
I am a spiritual being having a human experience. And as I grow from season to season, things change, life changes, the body changes. And so I just want to encourage you today to start listening to yourself. Because your purpose may not be on a platform. Sometimes it's just being in the right place at the right time with the right people doing the right things. That's one of my prayers. Lord, let me be in the right place at the right time. Would I like to be big and famous and have thousands of people in my eye? Of course I would. But I don't get caught up with that. I pray, let me be where I'm supposed to be with the right people at the right time for the right purpose. Everybody's assignment is not a microphone. For some of you, your assignment is at the dinner table. How you love on people. When Sister Janetta said that she enjoyed the message I sent her yesterday, I'm always amazed when people will say, Jewel, I got it just when I needed it because I pray. I ask the Spirit to guide me. When should I say something? When should I do something? That is my role, to be a listener to the Spirit that is guiding me. And if you're always looking to what the media is saying, what the social media is saying, what other people are saying, you will miss what you're supposed to do, what your divine assignment is. How many of you have called somebody or text somebody and said, oh, I'm so glad you called. That was just at the right time. Yes. I walked in this morning in excruciating pain from running in that airport in my knees. And is it Sister Sandra? Sharon. Sharon came in there and gave me some cream, oiled me down. At the right time, right? See, you never know who God is going to send to you. That's right. So her assignment, her role was to be a source of healing to me in that moment. Yes. Come on, somebody. I know I'm talking some good stuff up in here. I know it. Everybody's assignment is not a microphone. It could be in the hospital room, the classroom, your friendship, your grandchild, your conversation, the moment of kindness that changes somebody's direction. This world is in need of kindness and humanity. Instead of complaining about those that are doing the exact opposite, how are you showing up? That is your assignment. How you talk to people on the phone. So when I talked to the lady in the airport, and I was frustrated running from Terminal A to Terminal C. Yeah, I was frustrated. The plane is sitting right there. And I said, be calm. Take a breath. Be professional. And I said to her, honey, my sister, I know it's not your fault. Right away, her defenses came down. I said, you didn't make up the rules, but I got to tell you something. I got to get on that plane. I'm not moving. She probably thought, don't you see? You can't get on. No, I don't see. I see me getting on the plane. That's what I see. But how we talk to people can shift your tone. There's life and there's death in your tongue. If you are aware that everybody you're dealing with has some type of stress, if you would walk around and say, every time I see somebody, I'm looking at God. I'm looking at a piece of God. I'm looking at an expression of God that's having a human experience. Everybody in this sanctuary is going through something. If not, you must be a robot. Everybody. And so when we practice this spiritual mindset, that maybe your assignment is kindness. When people say to me, Jewel, you know, I get invited to speak to all types of religious sects. And they say, what is your religion? Kindness. I study them all. I eat the meat and spit out the bones. I don't accept everything from everybody. I discern, oh yeah, I could work that. Oh yeah, that applies. Oh yeah, that makes sense. But my ultimate faith is kindness, because we all need it. The deepest impact in life can come through an ordinary conversation.
Yes.
One moment. It's not fame, it's not status, it's your presence.
Yes.
Who became a blessing in your life because you showed up consistently? I'm looking at some people right now. If I look at them too long, I'll cry. But their consistency,
Come on.
their presence has shaped my life. You shaped some people's life because of you. You showed up.
Yes.
What if your divine role in this season is not to achieve more, but to love deeper, to God, to be wise, to forgive easier, and to leave people better than when you found them?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Being married for 56 years is a ministry. And every morning when I roll over, Lord, help me to be kind. Otherwise, how can I be kind to people outside of my home and I'm not practicing it under my roof? So assignments will challenge you. Whatever role you have on the job, in your family, as the matriarch, the patriarch, as the leader in your business, it's going to challenge you to bring out the best in you.
Yes. Yes.
It's not always comfortable.
No, it ain't.
Sometimes practicing forgiveness after years of bitterness or just creating a new story instead of carrying the old story of victimization, which is so heavy. Maybe that's your assignment. It's not building something, not becoming famous, not proving yourself. Sometimes the sacred work is finally putting down the bitterness, learning peace over chaos, choosing forgiveness so your soul can breathe again, creating a new story instead of living in the trapped story of your old wound. As a life coach and counselor, that's all I hear is the... So when did it happen, honey? 1975. Okay, when did it? Oh, 19... My God. Read the book, The Power of Now, because that's all you have is this now. And as long as you keep repeating the same story, either you think life is happening to you or is happening through you. And people that think something is happening to them will always have a story of victimization. So maybe your assignment is to get unstuck from resentment and shame and grief and victimization and disappointment, financial hardship. I was talking with my son yesterday who was under some stress, and I said, son, 10 years from now, this ain't gonna make no difference. What are you stressing about? Matter of fact, next week is not gonna make a difference. We have to train our brain to stay in the moment and know that as you stay grounded in your spiritual authority, you will speak to the storm. You will speak to it, and you will say, not today, not up in here. Maybe your role and assignment is to show other people how to walk by faith and not by sight. Maybe your role is to show other people how to eat healthy. Maybe your role is to show people how to maneuver and get through things and to get over their painful story. Maybe your divine assignment is sharing your healing, as you were sharing today your testimonies. See, a testimony says, I passed the test and I stopped the moaning.
Amen. Amen. That's right.
If you can't pass the test and you can't stop moaning, you don't have a testimony. You don't have no test. You have to shake it off. It's over. Shake the dust off your feet, as the Bible says. Shake the dust off your, it's over. It's done. It's in the past. Why you want to bring that stuff with you? One of my favorite spiritual leaders to listen to is Michael Singer. And Michael Singer says, if you go out to dinner and you have a terrible meal, you're like, oh my God, this tastes nasty. Oh my God. And then you say, waiter, can I have a to-go bag? And you put all that food in the to-go bag, and then you take it home and you eat it. That's what people are doing. You didn't like it. It didn't taste good. Why are you still eating it? Why are you still talking about it? Leave it there. It takes courage. A lot of people think that destiny is one big magical moment. In real life, it's a series of decisions, a series of awakenings. I keep waking up to new, wow. It's the growing, it's the evolving, it's the maturing. You keep getting the, like, there ain't no Santa Claus. There ain't no Easter Bunny. What? Wait a minute. You keep waking up from illusions. You keep waking up from fantasies. You keep waking up from what they call the trickster, which is the in the me. What's in the me is tricking me. And you say, wait a minute, why am I listening to that? Because I want you to embrace this. I really believe that your divine assignment will leave clues. It's that thing you keep thinking about. It's that thing that keeps pulling you. It's the life experiences that prepared you for what you're supposed to be doing. You think that Sister Janetta is singing from just those notes? Do you feel her soul? Do you feel the pain? Do you feel the joy? Do you feel the revelation she's had? Do you feel the sacrifices she's through her singing? That's why it goes to your soul, because life prepared her to stand at that mic. And honestly, sometimes the assignment will find you before you're even ready. I know, say ouch. I believe your destiny appointment often begins the moment you stop arguing with your deeper knowing. There's things you already knew, but you covered it up. You pushed it to the side. Ain't nobody they're going to talk about me, and maybe I don't know, and we'll see, and then they're going to stop talking to me. And I pushed so many things aside. I stopped arguing with my deeper knowing. I want you to just touch this part right here. That's your deeper knowing. This is where you were connected to your mother. All life comes through your mother. That DNA that was transferred to you is your deeper knowing. The ancestors. It's flowing in you, but we covered up with Cheetos and shrimp and wine and nachos and Oreo cookies and steak and pizza. And then we wonder why we're sluggish and we wonder why we can't think clearly. There's a deeper knowing that you have. I believe divine assignments just evolve. At 25, your assignment looked one way, and at 55, it looked like another way. At 75, my divine assignment looks another way. In one season, you're building, another season, you're teaching, another season, you're healing, another season, you're simply learning how to stay peaceful and emotionally steady. Because sometimes the assignment is not public, it's deeply personal. You know those moments when you sat in your house or in that bed and you said, oh my God, I don't think like I used to. Those moments when you said, you know what, that used to push my button and it doesn't anymore. You know what, I'm not afraid to speak up anymore. You know what, I'm not afraid to say no. And you get these moments of clarity. Someone said clarity in their testimony. That's an awakening. It gets clear because raising a child well can be an assignment. Starting over after grief can be an assignment. Writing a book can be an assignment. Resting and recovering can be an assignment. The key is you got to pay attention. So I'm going to keep it short and not share everything that I had. I had so much I wanted to share with you. But what I would like to do is share with you a song that I wrote. I'm taking advantage of AI. It will never take the place of Janetta. But since I do a lot of writing and I am a poet and written so many books, I found that I could put my words to music because I love music. I wish I was a musician. But I would like, DeVoe, if you could play. Oh, did he leave? Okay. Well, let me just share quickly these last notes until he comes back. Some people will never read a self-help book, but they'll read your life. They'll look at how you act, how you get up, how you talk, how you dress, how you treat people. You are a self-help book. They'll watch how you handle stress. They'll watch how you treat people. They'll watch how you recover from disappointment. I could not believe it that when I lost my son to cancer, hundreds of people reached out to me and said, Jewel, you have no idea how you helped us. I'm like, what are you talking about? They said, watching a mother lose their child, how did you do that? And I had no idea that my testimony, my resilience, my grief was on display. All of us are on display. How are you handling the kicks and the storms that we all will have to go through? Somebody is going to be inspired by how you navigate your storm. Your example may quietly give somebody permission to raise their standards, to believe in stability again, or to break unhealthy patterns that they thought were normal. Never underestimate the ministry of healthy living. Who became a blessing in your life because you showed up consistently? What if your divine role in this season is not to achieve more, but to love deeper, get wiser, forgive easier, and leave people better than you found them? So if we could play the song that I wrote, I love it. It's ministering to me, and I hope it ministers to you.
Which self is speaking right now? What if your divine assignment at this age is not to do more, but to become more peaceful, present, honest, loving, courageous, or free? What if your purpose in this season is not proving yourself,
Come on, stand up if you can.
but finally becoming yourself?
Just rock with me a little bit.
How many versions of yourself have existed over your lifetime? Which self is speaking right now?
Which self is speaking right now?
It's never too late
It's never too late
to live with
to
purpose.
live with purpose.
Never too late to know your worth.
Know your worth.
There's still a calling
There's still a
on
calling
your life.
on your life.
Still more healing, still more light.
Yes.
You don't need permission.
You don't
to
need
be
permission.
who you are. Your gifts have meaning.
Your gifts
Don't
have
keep
meaning.
hiding
Teresa, come up here with me, honey. Come on, Joy.
with
Come on, Joy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Joy.
walking your calling.
Walk in your calling. Come on. Hey.
Listen to
Come
your
on.
soul
Come on. Listen to your soul.
when you hear it calling.
When you hear it calling,
Big dreams, small dreams, it all matters too. There's a divine assignment.
there's a divine assignment waiting for you. Hey.
Share your wisdom.
Share your wisdom. She said, share your wisdom.
Somebody needs.
Somebody needs it.
Survive.
Express yourself.
Express yourself.
Your life got meaning.
Your life has meaning. Live with purpose.
Walking your calling.
Answer your calling. Woo!
Listen to your soul.
Listen to your soul. Come on, Linda.
You hear it calling.
Don't you hear it calling?
Big dreams, small dreams, it all matters too.
It all
It's a
matters.
divine assignment.
It's a divine assignment.
on you.
Sometimes the divine assignment is not out there somewhere. Sometimes the assignment is healing the part of you that has been stuck in survival, resentment, shame, grief, or victimhood for years.
You know your divine assignment?
What keeps calling your attention,
Okay.
even when you try to ignore it?
It's never too late.
Never too late.
Follow your inner compass truth.
Follow your inner compass.
Get ready to pour from your vessel. We've been waiting on your gift from you.
We've been waiting on your gift.
Maybe your purpose is not always something you do. Maybe sometimes it is who you are becoming in the lives of
It's
others.
who you're becoming.
Stay in the light.
Stay in the light. Hey,
Your life matters.
your life matters.
Your voice matters.
Your voice matters.
Your presence matters.
Your presence matters.
And somebody's
Where's
here
my birthday girl? Come on, Mary. 90 years
you
young.
finally decided to answer your calling.
Thank you, Hattie. God bless you.
Taylor, let's give her.
Oh, yeah.